What if I told you that two people without a penny to their name built an empire simply by believing in each other? This story isn't a fairy tale. This is the story of Emma and Jack, two souls broken by poverty who transformed their love into a multi-million-dollar fortune. But here's the thing, it wasn't money that built their wealth. It was something far more powerful. The lesson they learned could change your life forever. So, how did two people on the edge of survival become millionaires? It all started with a rainy night and a cup of coffee. Hashtag Chapter 1 The Meeting. November 2012. Emma is 24 years old. She works 12-hour shifts as a waitress in a rundown downtown diner. Her feet ache. Her uniform reeks of grease. But she always smiles, because she knows that a smile brings better tips. That evening, a young man walks in. Worn jacket but clean. Tired eyes but kind. Jack, 26 years old. He works construction by day, studies accounting at night. He survives on coffee and determination. Coffee. Black, he says simply. Their eyes meet. And in that moment, something happens. You know that moment when you recognize someone who understands your struggle? Someone who dreams just as hard as you do, even though their pockets are empty? Jack becomes a regular. Not for the coffee. For Emma. During her breaks, they talk about everything. His dream of starting his own accounting firm. Her hope of one day opening a bakery. Two people with empty wallets, but hearts full of ambition. The weeks pass. Every evening, Jack is there. Same stool. Same coffee. Same conversation that makes Emma forget how tired she is. One rainy November night, Jack waits for Emma's shift to end. He only has one umbrella, probably the only valuable thing he owns. "Can I walk you home?" he asks. Under that worn umbrella, sharing the small dry space, they walk through empty streets. Rain hammers down around them. At the door to her tiny apartment, Jack hesitates. "Emma, I know I can't offer you much right now. I'm broke. I'm exhausted. I have nothing to my name except student debt and dreams that might never come true."
"Buta."
"You're offering yourself," Emma interrupts, her eyes shining. "That's everything." Their first kiss tastes like rain and possibility. Two poor people choosing each other, not knowing that this decision would change everything. The struggle. The next 2 years test them in ways they never imagined. Jack works himself to exhaustion, taking every extra construction shift while maintaining perfect grades. Emma works double shifts at the diner, saving every dollar in a coffee can hidden under their shared mattress in a studio apartment where the heat barely works. Their life is simple. Brutal, even. Dinner is often rice and beans. A celebration meal is pancakes for dinner. Their clothes come from thrift stores. Their furniture is picked up from the curb on trash day. But they have each other. And somehow, that makes the cold nights warmer, the empty stomachs more bearable. "Look at this," Jack says one evening, spreading his textbooks across their wobbly kitchen table. "If I can just finish this degree, pass the CPA exam, everything will change." "You will," Emma says firmly, massaging his shoulders. "I believe in you." But belief doesn't pay rent. When Emma catches a severe flu and misses a week of work, they fall behind on everything. The landlord threatens eviction. The electricity gets cut off. Jack seriously considers dropping out of school to work full-time. "Absolutely not," Emma insists from their lumpy couch, still pale and weak from fever. "We didn't come this far to give up now. This is an investment in our future." She takes a third part-time job cleaning office buildings at night. From 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., she scrubs toilets and vacuums floors while other people sleep. Jack studies in the lobby, waiting for her to finish, then walks her home through dark, empty streets at dawn. This is what love really looks like. Not flowers and chocolates. Sacrifice.
Partnership.
Unwavering faith when everything feels impossible. Their friends don't understand. You're wasting the best years of your life, they say. Just get regular jobs. Stop chasing impossible dreams. But Emma and Jack know something their friends don't. Impossible dreams are only impossible until someone makes them real. The day Jack graduates, Emma presents him with a gift wrapped in newspaper because they can't afford wrapping paper. Inside is a professional for your first day as an accountant, she says, tears streaming down her face. Jack holds her so tight, she can barely breathe. I'm going to build us the life you deserve. I swear it. Suede charcoal gray, perfectly tailored. She's been paying it off in tiny installments for 6 months, skipping meals to afford the payments. The first breakthrough. Jack's first job is entry-level at a small accounting firm. The pay is modest, but it's a real salary. For the first time in their lives, they can afford to eat 3 meals a day. Every paycheck, they split their savings religiously. 50% for immediate bills, 50% for their dreams. Emma enrolls in community college business courses while still working at the diner. On weekends, she bakes cakes in their tiny apartment kitchen, taking orders from neighbors and Jack's coworkers. Her cakes are extraordinary. Moist, flavorful, beautiful. Word spreads. Emma's sweet dreams. Jack suggests one night, tasting her latest creation, a triple-layer chocolate masterpiece that melts on the tongue. That should be your bakery's name. Jack discovers something at work. A pattern in the numbers. His boss has been embezzling from clients small amounts from each account, thinking no one would notice. But Jack notices everything. He comes home at 3 a.m. to find Emma already awake, worried. I found fraud at the firm, he says, his voice hollow. Major fraud. If I report it, I could lose my job. We could lose everything we've worked for. But if I stay silent... He can't finish the sentence. Emma sits beside him at their kitchen table, taking his calloused hands in hers. The hands that have built buildings and balanced ledgers and held her through the hardest nights of their lives. Someday, Emma smiles, but her eyes betray doubt. The dream still feels impossibly far away. Then everything changes. Jack, we've been poor before. We survived it. We'll survive being poor again if we have to. But could we survive you becoming someone you're not? Could we live with ourselves? Do the right thing. Always. That's who we are. The next morning, Jack reports the fraud to the authorities. The following 2 weeks are terrifying. Investigations. Interviews. Lawyers. Uncertainty. Jack is placed on administrative leave. They're back to living on Emma's waitressing income, wondering if they've just destroyed their future. Then the phone rings. It's the CEO of a larger accounting firm. He's heard about Jack's integrity, his courage to do the right thing when it cost him everything. I need people like you, he says. People I can trust. How would you like to come work for me? The salary he offers is 3 times what Jack was making. Emma screams so loud the neighbors bang on the wall. #Chapter 4. Building the Empire.